Mic check, 1, 2. Test, test, 1, 2, 3. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Okay, got sound. Huh?
He is the rotator libero.
Okay.
Do you want me to start? Do you want me to start with the camera facing you?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
I'll let you know.
Okay.
Broadcast these?
Yeah, how you doing, Danny? Doing good? Forgive me if I'm a little slow when I first do this. I haven't done volleyball in ages, so.
You know, like if I ever watch a feed, either I have to have it muted because I'm working another game, or I'm rewatching a game I know the outcome of, and I'm kind of half-assing it. So
I know.
don't worry.
All right. I'll do my best. I'll do my I'm ready. Yeah. Okay. We are live from the West Quad Gymnasium at Brooklyn College. You are watching Brooklyn College Bulldogs Volleyball, keyword volleyball, on YouTube.com, your home for everything Brooklyn. This is our first volleyball broadcast that we've done in years, actually. I'm Jonathan Pariente, and tonight the Brooklyn College men's Bulldogs will take on the men's Lehman College Lightning in what is being declared a non-CUNYAC matchup. Even though it's two CUNYAC teams going at it, this is not going to be considered a conference game. The next conference game between these two teams will be on March 26, which will be held at the Apex at Lehman College. Both teams are coming off a bit of a rough stretch. The men's Bulldogs are 5-9. Lehman are 3-10. Both of whom are coming off three-game losing streaks each. The men are coming off a pair of losses to John Jay and Hunter. Both of them they played on Saturday, while the Lightning are coming off a loss on March 5th. That was their last game. They lost 3 games. They lost 3-0 to Medgar Evers. Both of these teams looking to kind of get back on track, and will be very interesting to see how the men will come out in this type of matchup. As we are getting set to begin the start of this game, will be very interesting to see if the men can kind of right the ship and get back on the right track. But right now we're going to take a brief moment to pause. We'll get the starting lineups after this break, but first, the playing of our anthem. And a very beautiful rendition of the national anthem. Brooklyn College men's Bulldogs and the Lehman College Lightning set for action here in volleyball. Let's begin with the starting lineups. We'll begin first with the visiting Lehman College Lightning. We have Miguel Gonzalez, who will be an opposite hitter, the 5'1" freshman out of Collegiate High School from the Bronx. He is going to be wearing the number 4. Donnell Noel, the 6-foot junior opposite hitter from Park East High School from the Bronx. He will wear number 5. Will Eschenbach, the 6'2" freshman out of Milburn High School from New York, New York. He will wear number 9 and will be the outside hitter. Dominique Herrera, the senior 6'4" out of George Washington High School from New York, New York. He will wear number 10, and he's going to be the middle hitter. And Jason Rodriguez, the 6'2" freshman and opposite hitter, an outside hitter from Gregorio Luperon High School from New York, New York. He will wear number 11. He's also the captain of this Lehman team. And finally, Kelvin Ford, the 6'1" middle hitter from DeWitt Clinton High School from the Bronx, New York, number 12 junior. He will be wearing number 12. Juan Lemus will be the libero for the Lehman College Lightning, the 5'2" freshman out of Yonkers Academy High School from Yonkers, New York. For Brooklyn College, number 2, Snigdo Hassan, the defensive specialist and the libero for the Brooklyn College Bulldogs. The 5'5" junior out of Midwood High School from Brooklyn, New York. He will wear number 2. Michael Valentine, the opposite, and he will be also the setter. The 5'9" junior out of Brooklyn, New York, went to LaGuardia High School. He'll wear number 3. Jasper Dianco, the 5'10" outside hitter from James Madison High School. He will wear number 7, and he's 5'10", sophomore. Sayuj Zachariah, the 6'2 senior. He will play the setter position out of St. Francis Prep High School from Floral Park, New York. Omar Rizika, the 6'2 freshman. He'll be the middle hitter out of Rachel Carson High School from Alexandria, Egypt. He will wear number 13. Gabriel Piatek, the 6'3 mid-blocker from James Madison High School. He's from Mali Lipnik, Slovakia. He will wear number 14. And finally, Utku Tanir, the 6-foot defensive specialist and setter from Abraham Lincoln High School from Brooklyn, New York. He is 6 foot and will wear number 17. As for those of you that are not familiar with volleyball, it's played 6-on-6 with a libero, 1-on-1 on each side, 6-on-6 each side. It's best 3 out of 5 sets, and whoever scores 25 in the set and wins by a 2-point margin takes the set. So it will be best 3 out of 5 as the men's Bulldogs and the Lehman College Lightning are getting set for action here at the Quad. Brooklyn will be wearing their white jerseys with maroon trim. The libero will be wearing the maroon and gold trim for Brooklyn. For the Lehman Lightning, it's going to be their white and blue trim. The libero will be the white trim with the black, with the blue on the side. And we're ready to go, and Brooklyn College will start with the ball first, as Donnell Noel is going to get ready to serve the ball in just a few moments. And the officials are getting set, and here we go. Brooklyn College will serve. And here's Gonzalez, and here is Noel. Here's Vargas to serve it. Kept up. And buries it down, but blocked. Good defensive play by Eschenbach. And it's now tapped up over to Rodriguez. And the ball drops on the ground. That's going to be a first point of the game to the Lehman Lightning. They go up 1-0 as a little miscommunication there from Brooklyn College. And the Lightning take the early lead. Donnell Noel will now serve for the Lightning. And Noel will fire it up. Good stop by the libero Hassan. And bounced in and finished. Good kill on the final shot there from Michael Valentine. And the Bulldogs tie it up at 1 apiece with the Lightning. Chris Rodriguez will now serve. As per volleyball, it's every player on the 6 except the libero usually will serve. It's kept up, and we get a double contact call against the Lehman Lightning. Brooklyn will take a 2-1 lead. As also per the rules of volleyball, the same player cannot touch the ball twice in a row. And it's served and taken back by the libero, and the ball was bounced into the net. It was saved. Good dig out of the ground there from Eschenbach. Ball's bounced in, but saved. Eschenbach will serve it over. Kept in there by Gonzalez, trying to get the spike down and put it home. Good finish on that spike there from Michael Valentine. Bulldogs take an early 3-1 lead. Piatek will serve, and he served it right into the net. Point for the Lightning. It's 3-2 in the first set. Substitution coming in now for the Lightning. Kelvin Ford will enter the game. And it's served over by Herrera. Libero Hassan fires it over. Kept inside there by Herrera. And the ball out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn College point. 4-2 Bulldogs. Taking the serve now will be Utku Tanir. He serves it over. Good block up there by Rodriguez. And buried the spike, but out of bounds. And Brooklyn College goes up 5-2 as that serve was long on the spike. Brooklyn College will take possession. And Tanir will serve it once again. Tanir will serve it over. Dug out. Set up there from Rodriguez. And good block, but the ball could not be saved. Lehman picks up the point and the kill. 5-3. Brooklyn College is ahead. And Miguel Gonzalez now will take the serve for the Lightning. Gonzalez will serve it over. Dug out by Hassan. Sets up and long on that spike. The spike went a little long from Omar Rizika. And Brooklyn College now leads 5-4 as Lehman will take the serve. Gonzalez will serve it once more. Gonzalez with a soft serve and could not get it over the net. Brooklyn College point, 6-4 Brooklyn. Michael Valentine will now take the serve for Brooklyn, playing the opposite setter. He'll serve it over. And the ball was deflected up, saved over by Lehman, lobbed over the net. Hassan will dig it up. And buried down on the spike, and finishing it was Omar Razika. Brooklyn College goes up 7-4 in the first set. Michael Valentine will take the opening serve once again. Valentine will serve it over the net. Dug out there by Eschenbach. And Eschenbach buries it inside and inbounds. And the Lightning come right back and trail 7-5, 7-5 Brooklyn. And Lehman will remain on serve. And it's punched over the net by Eschenbach. It's saved. Taken up. Brooklyn dug it out, but a double contact was called against Brooklyn. And it's 7-6 Brooklyn now as Lehman will take possession. Bulldogs just had a little miscommunication on that setup. Dug out there by Tanier. And buried down, but couldn't be saved. And Brooklyn finally was able to get that point as Jasper Dianco was able to put the finishing touch on that. Brooklyn will make a substitution as the libero Hassan will exit the game. Will substitute out. Brooklyn now playing with 3 blockers up front. And the ball was served into the net by Razika, and it's point for Lehman. It's 8-7 Brooklyn. And back in will come Hassan. He'll substitute now for Razika. Serving it over the net there was Kelvin Ford. Sets it up there for Vargas, and the ball's bounced in and good. Brooklyn College gets the point, 9-7 in the first set. Michael Valentine is the top killer on this Bulldogs team with 1.61 kills per set. Saved out of the ground by Donnell Noel. Kicks it up. Noel spikes it down but could not get it over the net, and Brooklyn College takes a 10-7 lead. And Dianco will serve it over. And it deflected off a Lightning. It was going out of bounds. Brooklyn will get the point. Referees ruled it was deflected out of bounds, so it will be Brooklyn point, and they get the serve. 11-7, Brooklyn ahead. Jasper Dianco will serve it over the net, and the serve is long, out of bounds. Lehman point, 11-8 Brooklyn. Volleyball has a tendency to be a very back-and-forth type of game. It's all about momentum. As the ball served by Eschenbach, kicks it up there to Zakaria. Deflected, blocked, but Brooklyn College gets the point. 12-8 leading over the Lightning. Brooklyn will go back to serve. Zakaria serves it just a little bit wide, and it's point for Lightning. 12-9 Brooklyn in the first set. Donnell Noel will serve for the Lightning. Noel tried to knuckleball that serve, no good. Brooklyn point, 13-9. Brooklyn is leading. Substitution for the Bulldogs. Back in will come Omar Razika. He will sub for the libero, Snigdo Hassan. Served over the net by Piatek. Kept alive there by Rodriguez. Pikes it in. Good save out of the ground. Bulldogs try to get the spike. Could not. The Lightning couldn't keep it in, and it's Brooklyn point. They go up 14-9 in the first set. And now Gabriel Piatek will serve. Piatek will serve it over the net. Goes into the net. Lehman point, 14-10. Brooklyn College leading by 4. Back into the game will come Hassan, substituting for Piatek. The libero, of course, is only allowed to be a back row specialist. He can substitute without a sub. The ball's bounced, deflected, Good block by the Lightning, but it could not get over the net, and it's Brooklyn point. They lead 15-10 with a minute. Well, no minute. There's no time in a set. It's 15-10 Brooklyn in the first set. And serving it over the net is Tenier. Brooklyn tries to get the save. They try to get the block. They do get the point, as Lehman may have gotten a few hands over the net. Brooklyn leads 16-10. Or nope, they did call it in favor of Lehman. There was a little bit of a confusion there, but Lehman will get the point as Brooklyn was last to touch it. Served over, capped down by Hassan, and trying to get the spike. Good save out of the backcourt there by Gonzalez. Kicks it over now. Brooklyn sets it up. Taken to now by Valentine and put home by Zakaria. Brooklyn College leads 16-11. And it will be Rizika to serve. Rizika serves it over. And the ball just landed out of bounds. Lehman point, 16-12. Brooklyn still leading by 4. Possession will go to Lehman. Eschenbach will serve. Substitution for the Bulldogs now. Coming in will be Vargas substituting for Dianco. Serves over the net. Good play by Hassan to save it. And bounced. Oh, good dig out of the ground by Eschenbach. Kicking it back to Gonzalez, but couldn't spike it over. Sets up, and the spike was long from Brooklyn, and it's going to be Lehman point, 16-13. Lightning leading by 3. Brooklyn leading by 3, excuse me. Eschenbach serves it over. A long power serve, and it goes wide. Brooklyn College up 17-13. Substitution coming in for Brooklyn. Back in will come Vargas, substituting for Hassan. And it's served long over the net there by Rizika. And now Rizika will sub back out. Hassan will enter the game. Kelvin Ford will take the serve for the Lightning. Serves it over. Good dig out by Tenier. And a good bounce in. Oh, beautiful finish by Sagyuj Zakaria. Brooklyn College up 18-14. 7 away from 25. 7 more points away from taking the first set. And serving it over is Vargas. A good knuckle serve taken by Rodriguez and spiked. Good save by Hassan, but he could not keep it in bounds. Lehman will get the point, 18-15. Brooklyn College leading by 3 points. And serving it over. Drop down, good save by the Lightning. Kick back up to Vargas and tries to drop it in. It's saved by Eschenbach. Ford bounces it over the net, kept alive by Rizika. Try to bounce it in, good save, good rally by the Lightning. And buried down the kill and putting it home was Donnell Noel for the Lightning. It's 19-15, Brooklyn College ahead. Well, that serve actually went out of bounds, so Brooklyn is up by 4. Kept alive, Eschenbach. Rodriguez has to bounce it over the net. Kept down and got it in. Beautiful touch on that shot by Tenier. And the Bulldogs go up 20-15. Possession will stay with Brooklyn on the serve. And it will be Vargas. We have a timeout called. So Brooklyn College with a good start to this opening first set. They lead 20-15. Still have 5 more points to go to take the first set. But so far, the early portion, Brooklyn's found ways to make some good blocks and digs out of the ground, and the Lightning have just not quite been able to answer. Brooklyn College, though, has had a little bit more cohesion to their team early on. Some good plays by Tenier. Zakaria made a few big kills early on. Rizika has had a very good start to the game if you're Brooklyn. So you like the way Brooklyn has started off, and now you have to see if the Bulldogs can finish off the set. You want them to have that early lead. Lehman is a team that has struggled. They're 3-10 on the year. They're coming off 3 tough losses over the last week. They have not played a game since March 5th. So if you're Brooklyn, you want to take every bit of advantage you have to take a Lehman team down that hasn't played in over a week. And still wondering if and still reeling from the last loss. And we get back to the action here. Brooklyn will serve. And it's going to be Andres Vargas to serve. Vargas will serve it over. Punched over the net there by Herrera. And Kinnear Tanier could not quite spike it over. And Brooklyn College gives up that point to Lehman. It's 20-16. And it will be Donnell Noel to serve for the Lightning. Noel will serve it up. Good dig out of the ground by Rizika. And Rizika, oh, beautiful float over shot by Rizika to give Brooklyn College a 21-16 lead. Rizika just at the right place at the right time, was able to just tap that ball gently over the net. Substitution now for Brooklyn as Hassan will exit. Served up, kept alive by Rodriguez. Tipped over. Sets up. And the ball's deflected out. A good power shot from Omar Rizika. Brooklyn College goes up 22-16. 3 points away from taking the first set. And it will be Gabriel Piatek that will serve it. Piatek will serve it over the net. And the ball was good. An ace for Piatek. Just got it inside the line. Brooklyn College with a 23-16 lead. Piatek will take the serve. Serves it over the net. Oh, good low knuckling shot by Piatek. Kept alive. Piatek will toss it up. And Rizika try to get the block, the stuff. But Brooklyn College gets the point as it was blocked out of bounds. So Brooklyn now up 24-16. This is set point for the first set for Brooklyn. Piatek will serve it over. And the ball is deflected out of bounds, almost went out of bounds. It's saved by Lehman. And saved again by the Lightning. Kept alive by Rodriguez. Powers it through, and good finish by the Lightning as they trail 24-17. 1 set point saved. Kelvin Ford now will come into the game. He replaces Juan Lemus now for the Lightning. Bulldogs will make a sub as well. Entering into the game now will be Dianco. Vargas will take a seat. And the ball served over and into the net. A bad serve by Dominique Herrera, and Brooklyn College takes the opening set 25-17. As both teams now will switch sides to start the second set. So Brooklyn College with a very dominant start to that first set. Really did a good job keeping Lehman off balance, made a few big blocks and a few big digs. And Brooklyn College with an 8-point lead. As we will begin the second set momentarily. The Bulldogs are being coached by Dinu Dan. It's his first season on this men's Bulldogs team. And so far, if you're Brooklyn, you like the start that they've gotten off to. Rizika with some good finishing shots. Tanier made a good couple of touch shots over the net. And so far, Brooklyn has had the momentum to start things off. And if you're Brooklyn, this is what you want to do. Brooklyn is 5-9 on the year. They were coming off those 3 tough losses over the past couple days. But you're facing Lehman, who has not played a game in over a week. So you have to wonder, is Lehman a little bit still kind of trying to find their legs a little bit? And meanwhile, Brooklyn, could they be playing this game with a little bit more desperation after the tough losses to Hunter and over those tough losses to Hunter and to John Jay? Certainly. Fans, for those watching, you are watching Brooklyn College Bulldogs Volleyball on YouTube.com, your home for everything Brooklyn. A reminder, fans, this is not going to be a conference game. This is not even though these are 2 CUNYAC teams matching up, this game is being treated as a non-conference game. The real conference game these two will play will be on March 26th at the Apex at Lehman College. Brooklyn will then go on the road later this weekend. They will play a 2-game tournament at Immaculata University. They will take on Immaculata, the host town, but their first game before them will be Elizabethtown, which is Going to be a very good matchup for Brooklyn. We'll see if they can if they can come away with a win. It really sets the momentum going for the men's volleyball team to really get them back on the right track. Bulldogs come in 5-9 on the year. They are 1-3 in CUNYAC play. The Lightning are 3-10 on the season. They come in 0-3. So for both of these teams, while it may not be a conference game, it's an important game for both of these teams. You want your team to go into the next game with momentum. You know how important these games begin to get as the season really kind of starts to pick up here as we get toward the playoff season. But right now, we are just about ready to resume action. Both teams are back onto the court to kick off the second set. As per the rules, the first to 25 points and win by a 2-point margin takes the sets. If we have to go to a tie-breaking fifth set, you play to 15 points and win by a 2-point margin. Back to the action, though, here we go as the Brooklyn Bulldogs and the Lightning back on, getting set to start the second set. And Lehman College will get the opening serve to start off the second set. It will be Kelvin Ford taking it. The Lehman College now will be serving from left to right. Brooklyn from right to left. Ford will serve it over. Good play by Rizika to get that block. And parry down, but good save. Eschenbach was able to dig that out of the ground. Ford has to lob it over out of bounds, and Brooklyn College gets the opening point of the second set. They lead 1-0. Ford will exit the game for the Lightning. Brooklyn will serve it over. And the ball was deflected. Good save. Bulldogs could not quite dig it back out as Dianco made a good effort but ran into the stands and lost it out of bounds. And Lehman will get the point. It's 1-1. Lehman to serve. It'll be Jason Rodriguez taking the serve for the Lightning. Deflects it over. And trying to get the little tap touch. And Brooklyn could not save it. It's Lehman point, 2-1, as the Lightning get off to a good start to begin the second set. And Lehman will be back on to serve. And taking it will be Jason Rodriguez. Rodriguez will serve it over. Good dig out of the ground by Hassan. Ball's deflected into the net. Good save there by Brandon Seda, who checks in for the Lightning for the first time. Rizika tries to get the ball down there from Vargas. He could not quite do it. Dug out of the ground there by Dianco. And the shot buried. Good save. Brooklyn could not hold on to it. And now the Lightning take a 3-1 lead in the second set. Rodriguez will serve it once again for the Lightning. Rodriguez, the captain of this Lightning team, will serve it over. Kept alive and buried. Good finish by the Bulldogs as it was put home by Rizika. Bulldogs are now trailing 3-2. Hassan will hand it on back to Vargas. Vargas will serve it into the net, no good, and Lehman will get the point. It's 4-2 Lightning. And now taking the serve will be Donnell Noel. And Noel will serve it over. And Rizika could not quite put it home. Set back up there by Rodriguez. And the serve is long from the Lightning. Brooklyn College trailing 4-3. Oh, 5-2. They did give the point to Lehman. It looked like that ball just went a little long, but it just caught the line. Any part of the ball that touches the line is inbounds. So Lehman now has a 3-point lead, up 5-2. And Noel will serve it once more. Noel will serve it over. Kick out of the ground. And blocked. Good block by Brandon Seda. And the Lightning go up 6-2. Or they changed the point to Brooklyn. So it's 5-3 Lehman. So it looks like Seda might have had an illegal touch. And it's 5-3 Lehman. Rizika will serve it over, set up by Rodriguez. Eschenbach, good block, deflected out of bounds. and it'll be Lehman ball as it was tipped out by the Bulldogs. So a powerful spike from Will Eschenbach. Coming out will be Lemus. Back into the game comes Ford. And Dominique Herrera will serve it over. Dug out. Hassan will set it up. Over to Dianco, and could not finish as the Lightning go up 7-3. And back to serve will be Herrera. Herrera, good low serve over the net. Kept alive there by Zakaria. Dug out by the Lightning. Rodriguez had to float it over out of bounds. Brooklyn College gets the point. They trail 7-5. Back into the game now for the Bulldogs comes Gabriel Piatek, subbing out for Rizika. Rizika will serve it over. Dug out by Eschenbach. Rodriguez to Ford. Oh, good save there by Zakaria. And Zakaria floats it over. Good save by Seda, digging it out of the ground. Eschenbach with a floater and puts it home. Eschenbach with a good finish for the Lightning as they take an 8-4 lead. And right now the Lightning are having a very dominant start to this second set after dropping the first set 25-17. And the serve from Seda is too wide. Brooklyn College will get the point. It's 8-5 Lehman. Scoreboard still says 8-4. It should be 8-5. And now it's correct. Eschenbach to Rodriguez. Oh, a good backhanded spike, but couldn't finish. Zakaria. And good save by Seda, but out of bounds. Brooklyn College gets the point. It's 8-6 now, Lehman ahead. Seda with a good diving save, but it went out of bounds. And it will be Brooklyn to serve. Taking it now will be Dianco. Dianco will serve it over to Eschenbach. Rodriguez deflected it over, but couldn't get a good shot down. And buried by Piatek. Oh, beautiful hard shot. Hard spike went off the hands of Noel. Brooklyn College trails 8-7. And it will be Dianco to serve it once more. A low serve, could not get it over the net. 9-7 Lehman now, as Eschenbach will serve for Lehman College for the Lightning. Eschenbach serves it over into the net, and just like that, Brooklyn gains the point right back. It's 9-8, Lehman leading. Zakaria. Zakaria will serve it over. Deflected up there by Noel. Good save by Piatek with a good spike, but kept out by Seda. And the serve is long on that spike there from Andres Vargas. Lightning get the point. It's 10-8, Lehman College ahead. Coming back into the game will be Dominic Herrera. He'll sub out for Juan Lemus. Ford will serve it over the net. Dug out by Hassan. And buried on that kill from Piatek. Brooklyn College trails 10-9. Ford will come out for the Lightning. Back in comes Lemus. Hassan will tag out, and back into the game for Brooklyn comes Rizika. Serves it long. Ball was deflected out of bounds. Last touched by Seda. So Seda just got a hand on that long serve. So it's an ace for Brooklyn. They have tied up this game. 10-10, second set. Brooklyn College up 1-0. Piatek will serve. Piatek serves it over, and it's long. Went out of bounds. Lehman College leads 11-10. And it will be Rodriguez now to take the serve for the Lightning. Rodriguez with a good serve over, and the serve is long, out of bounds. Brooklyn College ties it up at 11. And taking the serve will be Vargas. Good save by Eschenbach. Eschenbach served it right into the net. No good. Brooklyn College takes a 12-11 lead. Brooklyn will keep the serve going. It will be Vargas to serve. Ball's thrown right back in there by Noel. And taking the serve will be Vargas. Vargas, good stop by Noel. Setting up Seda. Little tip shot, it's saved. Good dig out of the ground. And then spiking it over. And then bouncing over Eschenbach for the spike. And it's good. Good finish by Will Eschenbach. And the Lightning take a 12, tie this game up at 12. Possession will be set now for Donnell Noel. He will take the serve. And Noel will serve it over. Kept in, set up by Zakaria. Deflected over by Dianco. Rodriguez, Seda. Oh, good dig out of the ground by Zakaria. And a double contact was called against Brooklyn. And the Lightning go up 13-12. Here's Donnell Noel. He will take the serve. And Noel lobs it up. Good dig out. And setting up the Piatek serve. He couldn't put it over was Ruzicka. And now it has to be lobbed over the net. Brooklyn served it long as Ruzicka had a wide open spike and he fired it out of bounds. And the Lightning now regain a 2-point lead, up 14-12. Donnell Noel will serve once more for the Lightning. Noel will lob it over the net. Ruzicka digs it out. And Ruzicka with a good finish as Brooklyn College goes back up. Well, still trails, but only now 14-13. And it'll be Michael Valentine now to serve for Brooklyn. Valentine serves it over. Eschenbach digs it out. Rodriguez sets up. Herrera lobs it over. Good save by... Oh, good save there by Valentine. And then he set up a nice float-over shot by Zakaria. Brooklyn College ties it up at 14 here in the second set. And it will be Valentine to serve once more. And Valentine will serve it over. Dug out by Noel. Rodriguez to set up Herrera and could not finish. Brooklyn College up 15-14. Brooklyn College trying to get an early 2-set-to-love lead as Valentine will take the opening serve. Goes over the net. And the ball was saved by Noel, but he fired it out of bounds. Brooklyn College now has a 2-point lead. They lead 16-14. So the Bulldogs rallied back from a 4-point deficit. A timeout has been called by the Lightning by Coach Wolfgang Lucina. As the Brooklyn College Bulldogs started off that set slowly, but the Bulldogs have now begun to regain momentum here in the second set, as now the Bulldogs have a 2-point lead. And you really have to like where the Bulldogs are really getting their depth from. It's coming from Ruzicka. It's coming from Zakaria making big saves off the spikes. Good digs out of the ground. And then Piatek had a couple of huge kills. So the Bulldogs are going with a little different look. We haven't seen Utku Tanir in this set, but Piatek's had a very dominant second set, along with Zakaria. Dianco has had some good setups for the Bulldogs. And right now, you really just have to like how the Bulldogs rallied. They were down early to start the set, but now the Bulldogs are in control and are only 9 points away from going up 2-0. And if you're the Lightning now, they have to regroup. The Lightning right now have just allowed the Bulldogs to come right back in, and now the Lightning are playing on the defensive, and they have to get an answer here, or Brooklyn could go up 2 sets and maybe even take this in 3, as both teams are just about to resume from the timeout. The Lightning come back on the court. Brooklyn College comes right back on with them. So Brooklyn now leads 16-14, and they will serve to maybe go up by 3. And Valentine will take the serve. And Valentine is ready to serve and lobs it over. Dug out by Noel, sets up by Rodriguez. Herrera could not put it over the net. Brooklyn College goes up 17-14. Rodriguez giving Herrera a little bit of a my bad there. Could not get that last shot over. But Brooklyn College now has a 3-point lead. Valentine back to serve. Valentine serves it over. It deflected off the net and out of bounds, and Lehman College got a break as they trail 17-15. Brooklyn College had rattled off the last 5 points. And now it'll be Herreras keeping it in. And put home. Good finish on the kill by Rizika. Brooklyn College goes up 18-15. Hassan now will exit for Brooklyn College. And taking the serve now will be Rizika. Rizika will serve it over. Rodriguez lobbed it into the ground, and Brooklyn could not save it as Lehman gets the point. A low lob shot by Rodriguez, and Brooklyn College still leads 18-16, and now Brandon Seda will serve for the Lightning. Seda serves it over and into the net. Brooklyn College gets the point. They go up 19-16. And now it will be Dianco who will serve for Brooklyn. Dianco serves it over. Eschenbach to Rodriguez. It was lobbed over the net by Donnell Noel. And, good finish. A good spike serve to end it by Sayuj Zakaria. Brooklyn College goes up 20-16. Back to serve it now will be the Bulldogs. It will be Dianco. Eschenbach digs it out. Rodriguez tried to float it over and put home a good touch shot there by Gabriel Piatek, and the Bulldogs go up 21-16. 4 away from going up 2-0. Timeout has been called by Brooklyn College. As per each set, both teams get 1 timeout and get 75 seconds worth of time to regroup. So Brooklyn College now, after leading 16-14, they've gone on a 5-2 run and lead 21-16. As Brooklyn College is looking to remain in firm control here over the Lehman Lightning. It's been a very good rally by the Bulldogs after a slow start to the second set. It seems like now the Bulldogs have really begun to find their footing and are now really beginning to take control of the game. If you're Brooklyn, you have to love where the cards can kind of stack up for Brooklyn if they go up 2-0 here, only 4 points away from doing so. And right now the Lightning just have to regroup and just find something, just find any momentum at all to get themselves back into this game, as Brooklyn has really dictated the pace over the last half of this second set. Both teams are now back from their timeout, and Brooklyn will serve. It's going to be taken by Jasper Dianco. And Dianco will serve it over for Brooklyn. Dug out by Eschenbach, set up by Rodriguez. Noel had to fire it over the net. And buried and good by Piatek. Piatek with a good spike into the ground and just kept it in. Brooklyn College leads 22-16. Dianco will serve once more. Dianco serves it over. And, it handcuffed Lemus, and Brooklyn College up 23-16. Lemus was not anticipating that serve. Brooklyn up 23-16. And Dianco right now has been money on the serve this game for Brooklyn. Rodriguez to Eschenbach. Good dig out by Zakaria. Set up by Valentin. And good dig out by Seda. Rodriguez. Noel had to punch it over and couldn't get it over the net. And Brooklyn College has a set point chance, up 24-16. In fact, Brooklyn has 6 set points here to try to close out the second set. Dianco serves it over. Eschenbach couldn't dig it out of bounds. Brooklyn College takes the second set and go up 2-0 here at the Quad. So Brooklyn College right now has been on a dominant tear to start this game. They took the first set 25-17, really controlled the pace. Second set, the Bulldogs got off to a bit of a slow start, but the Bulldogs were able to rally and find their footing and have now taken a 2-0 lead. As right now the Lehman are going to have to do quite the big task of coming back from being down 0-2. Brooklyn College looking to pick up the sweep and take home this game to go to 6-9 on the season. Right now, if you're Brooklyn, you really just have to like the contributions you've been getting up and down, not just from Rizika, not just from Zakaria, but from Dianco, who had the big service game to close out that set. Piatek's had a couple of huge spikes in this game to get the kills for Brooklyn College. And we'll see if Coach Danu Dan will change things up in the third set. Or, the good thing is if it ain't broke, don't fix it. He might even go with the same lineup that he started the second set with, because so far it's been wonders. It's done wonders for Brooklyn so far. Meanwhile, on the Lightning side, being down 0-2 right now, the Lightning are going to have to just really try to dig deep and just find some kind of combination to try to outmatch Brooklyn College. But right now, Brooklyn has been in control of this game. And right now, the Lightning have their backs against the wall here as we're going to resume the third set very shortly from here. Fans, a reminder, tune in. Well, if we tune in, that is. Brooklyn College will play their next game will be on the road this weekend. They'll travel out for a tri-match at Immaculata University. The Bulldogs will take on Immaculata and Elizabethtown College. Elizabethtown will be their first opponent that they will take on later this weekend. It will be on Saturday, March 16th. Brooklyn College 5-9 on the season, looking to go to 6-9 in the CUNYAC Conference. Again, fans, a reminder, even though Brooklyn is playing Lehman tonight, this is not a CUNYAC matchup. This is a non-conference game. The conference game these two will play will be at the Apex on March 26th. So please, fans, put that date on your calendar. March 26th will be a CUNYAC matchup between the Brooklyn College Bulldogs and the Lehman College Lightning, as both teams are resuming and looking to get back into the action here. As both teams are looking to get set and ready for the third set. Brooklyn College looking to sweep this. As both teams are getting ready to start the third set. And we're about to resume momentarily. And we are ready to resume play. And it'll be dug out, and good play by Rodriguez to set things up. Tanier is back in there for Brooklyn as he saves it. Hassan sets it up to Zakaria. He could not quite put it over. And long on that shot, and the Lightning take the early 1-0 lead to start the third set. Brooklyn College will be receiving. Taking the serve will be Danelle Noel. Noel will serve it up. Good dig out by Valentin. Setting up to, and good finish on the kill by Piatek. A good setup there from Sayuj Zakaria, and the Bulldogs tie it up 1-1 in the third set. Hassan will exit the game for now, and back in will come Andres Vargas. And serving it over is Piatek. Oh, what a strong serve as the Lightning trying to save it and could not do it. A powerful serve by Piatek, and the Bulldogs go up 2-1, to start the third set. That was Rizika, who got the powerful shot. And Rizika will strong serve it once more. Noel digs it out. Eschenbach will set it. Herrera. But Herrera just did not have a good handle on that return. And the Bulldogs now go up 3-1 here in the third set as Rizika will set it up once more. Rizika serves it over. Dug out by Eschenbach. Rodriguez trying to save it. He does. Digs out by Rodriguez. But Zakaria, and the kill by Piatek. And the Bulldogs with a 4-1 lead. Piatek with an authority kill. And really, Piatek has really taken over this game now over the last two sets. Rizika will serve it over, and his serve is long. Brooklyn College leads 4-2. Lightning will go back on the service game. Hassan will come back in for Piatek, for Rizika. Herrera will serve it over the net. Kept in by Valentin. Set up by Zakaria. And good block by Eschenbach and Ford as the Lightning trail 4-3 now. So the Lightning with 2 consecutive points, getting a little rally going. It's 4-3 Brooklyn in the third. Herrera serves it over. Set up. And good to save by Herrera. Tenier sets it up. Bulldogs tried to save it, but double contact was called, and the Lightning have come back from a 4-1 deficit. Oh, Brooklyn did get the point, so it's 5-3 Brooklyn. So it was the Lightning who went over the net, who did an illegal touch over the net. And it will be Dianco to serve. Dianco, good save by Eschenbach to get it out of the ground. Eschenbach with the float and gets it in. Good finish by Eschenbach. Lightning trail 5-4. We'll get a substitution for Brooklyn as Tenier will exit. And into the game comes Andres Vargas. Brandon Seda will serve it for the Lightning. Seda. Valentin digs it out. Zakaria. Piatek could not quite save it, and the Lightning tie it at 5. 5-all in the third set. Brooklyn College, though, leading 2-0. If Brooklyn wins this set, they win the match. Seda will serve it over. Dug out by Valentin. Set up by Zakaria. And Piatek with the kill. And Brooklyn takes a 6-5 lead. It will be Zakaria setting it up. Zakaria will serve it over. Good play out by Eschenbach. Rodriguez. Eschenbach. Oh, good float over shot by Eschenbach. And the Lightning tie it right back up at 6. Eschenbach will serve it over. Dug out by Hassan. And Valentin had the shot blocked. Hassan saves it. And Piatek tried to get it over. Eschenbach got it out. Rodriguez sets it up to Ford. He lobs it over. Set up by Zakaria. Valentin. Zakaria. Good save by Seda. Eschenbach tries to get it over. And the serve goes up to Hassan. And it's Piatek trying to bury it. He couldn't. And kept out of the ground again by Valentin. Set up to Zakaria. Valentin lobs it over. Good save. Rodriguez sets it back up over to Lemus. Hassan digs it out. Zakaria. And Piatek buries it. Brooklyn College with a good rally. And they take a 7-6 lead. The longest rally of this match so far, and Brooklyn College was able to win that rally as Piatek was able to spike it down and put down the kill. And Piatek will serve it, but a low serve. It didn't even hit the net. It went under the net, and the game is tied at 7 here in the third. It will be taken now by Kelvin Ford. Kelvin Ford now will take the serve. Ford will serve it over. Good dig out there by Vargas. And it could not be finished. And there, Eschenbach got a little tied up. Actually, Rodriguez and Seda got tied up. Brooklyn College gets the point. They lead 8-7. And now it will be Vargas who will serve it for Brooklyn. Vargas. Lemus digs it out. Kept in by Rodriguez. And Noel could not put it over the net. Brooklyn College gets the point. They lead 9-7 here in the third set. Hassan getting ready to take the serve. Ford tags out. Tenier checks back in for Brooklyn. Going to the bench is Vargas. And Tenier serves it over. Good dig out there by Noel to Rodriguez. Eschenbach tries to poke it over. Kept out by Valentin. And the spike, but good save, a good blocking save on Dianco, but the Lightning could not save it further. And Brooklyn College now opens up a 3-point lead. They go up 10-7. And right now it's beginning to be desperation time for the Lehman Lightning. As Brooklyn will serve, Tenier will be the one to do it. Timeout has been called by the Lightning. And right now Brooklyn College has regained control after they led 4-1. The Lightning came back to tie, Both teams kind of traded points back and forth, but now the Bulldogs have opened up a 10-7 lead. So if you're Brooklyn right now, this game is very much in their hands. Brooklyn only needs 15 more points to sweep this match 3-0 and go to 6-9 on the season. Fans, I'm Jonathan Pariente. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes to join us here from the West Quad Gymnasium. The Brooklyn College Bulldogs taking on the Lehman College Lightning in volleyball. It's our first volleyball broadcast in it's our first volleyball broadcast in a long time, but I would just like to probably say this is our first, but this is definitely our first ever YouTube broadcast of volleyball. We hope to bring you with many more of these to come, hopefully. And right now, Brooklyn College leading 10-7. A reminder, the next game for the men's Bulldogs will be on the road at Immaculata University on Saturday, March 16th. They will take on Elizabethtown College and will then play Immaculata, the host college, afterwards. Tanier will take the opening serve for Brooklyn, and he'll serve it over. Dug out by Noel, set up by Rodriguez. Eschenbach gets the spike, and a good spike from Eschenbach to get that kill. And Lehman trails 10-8 now, with the Lightning now to serve. Jason Rodriguez will take the serve for the Lightning. Rodriguez serves it over. Tanier digs it out. Set up by Zakaria, and putting down the spike, but couldn't finish there from Zakaria. And another good play, and the Brooklyn College, though, gets the point as Eschenbach could not quite save it from the bounce. Brooklyn College goes up 11-7 now, third set. And it'll be Valentin to serve for the Brooklyn College Bulldogs. Valentin serves it over. Dug out by Eschenbach, set up by Rodriguez. Valentin digs it out. Zakaria sets it up. And putting down the finish and the kill was Jasper Dianco. Brooklyn College leading 12-8. About halfway there now toward taking this match. It will be Valentin to serve. Valentin will serve it over. Seda tried to get it over to Noel. He could not quite do it. Miscommunication between him and Rodriguez. And Brooklyn College takes a 13-8 lead. Valentin will take the serve. Valentin serves it over. Dug out by Eschenbach. Gets it over to Rodriguez. And the shot was long from Noel. And Brooklyn College now up by 6 points, 14-8. As now the Lightning have just made some very much unforced errors and some service errors. And Brooklyn College now is leading by 6 points. And the Lightning now really need to get something going here if you're Lehman College right now. Noel sets it over to Rodriguez. Eschenbach gets it home. Good finish by Eschenbach. Brooklyn College leads 14-9. As Lehman now will go back to serve. It'll be taken by Noel. And Noel serves it over. Dug out by Tanier. And a double contact was called against Tanier as the referees ruled he touched the ball one previous occasion. So it's a double contact against Brooklyn. 14-10, Brooklyn College leading. Over the net and wide on the serve from Noel. Brooklyn College takes the point, 15-10. 10 points away, Brooklyn College is from taking this match home. Piatek getting ready to serve. Piatek will serve it over. Noel digs it out to Rodriguez. Herrera sets it up. Kept alive. And spiked and dug out by Eschenbach. Eschenbach on the spike and the block. As Brooklyn deflected the block out of bounds, it's going to be Lehman point, 15-11, Brooklyn College ahead. Lemus will come out of the game and will come Kelvin Ford. Herrera serves it into the, just got a piece of the net but went over. Valentin and Piatek tried to spike it in, but saved by Noel. Eschenbach with the spike wide. Brooklyn College up 16-11. Brooklyn College up by 5, 9 points away from match. From game set match. Tanier will exit. Into the game comes Andres Vargas. Dianco will serve it over. Kept in by Noel. Rodriguez will set it up. Eschenbach blocked on the spike. Brooklyn College keeps it in. And saved again there by Noel. Zakaria, beautiful finish on the little floater by Sayuj Zakaria. Brooklyn College up 17-11. Good rally. Brooklyn College was able to find the way to put that floating shot over the net. Kept alive, Lemus. And Lemus and Rodriguez just was not there to get back. And the Bulldogs go up 18-11. As, again, miscommunication has been hurting the Lightning so far tonight. And it will be Dianco to serve it over. Eschenbach digs it out. Sets up Rodriguez. Eschenbach blocked on that shot, and Brooklyn College now up 19-11. As this game now has been all Brooklyn College in this set. And the Bulldogs have taken firm control and are just 6 points away from a sweep. Herrera now comes out of the game for the Lightning. And it will be dug out. Rodriguez to Noel. Good save by Valentin. Sets up Vargas. Kicks it over. Rodriguez to Seda. Hassan keeps it in. Sets up Zakaria and the kill by Piatek. Brooklyn College up 20-11. Brooklyn now beginning to see the finish line. Just 5 points away. Dianco will serve it over. Good save out of the ground there by Gonzalez, and then the kill by Eschenbach, and the Lightning go up trail 20-12. So the Bulldogs went on a 7-0 run. Lightning finally snapped the 7-0 run by the Bulldogs. Kept in by Valentin, Zakaria, and Dianco just could not quite bang it over, and the Lightning now trail 20-13. Lightning possession, they will serve. And it will be Seda to take the serve for Lehman. Seda, kept in by Hassan, Zakaria, and Piatek with a nice kill off the hand of Seda. And Brooklyn College goes up 21-13. Kept alive by Brooklyn. But the Bulldogs just could not quite save it, and the Lightning trail 21-14. Substitution coming in for Brooklyn. Tanier will come in for Vargas. Lightning will take the serve. Eschenbach powers it over to Hassan. Sets it up to Zakaria. Piatek tried to spike it over, but good save by the Lightning. And Eschenbach, good finish by Eschenbach. And the Lightning trail 21-15. And now the Lightning beginning to build a little momentum here. Brooklyn College still 4 points away. Eschenbach will serve. Hassan to Zakaria. And Valentin deflected out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn point, 22-15, as Brooklyn is now 3 away. Hassan will take a seat. And Piatek will take the serve for the Bulldogs. Piatek will serve it over. Eschenbach digs it out. Rodriguez to number 8. That was Mercedes. And good finish by Brooklyn as Tanier with the floating shot. Brooklyn goes up 23-15. Back to serve, it'll be Piatek. Just 2 points away now is Brooklyn from a 3 sweep. Piatek serves it over. Eschenbach digs it out to Rodriguez. Eschenbach kept in. Oh, good stop by Eschenbach on the spike. Seda serves it long, and Brooklyn College is up 24-15. They have match point. Timeout has been called by the Lightning, as Brooklyn College is now 1 point away from sweeping this match 3 sets to love. And you really have to just love the dominant Bulldogs in this third set. It was all Piatek. It was all Piatek. Dianco made some big plays, and the Bulldogs really have just been able to play a very fluid and very clean game against a 3-10 Lightning team that, if you're the Bulldogs, you have to take advantage of facing teams that have not played well. The Bulldogs are coming off 3 rough losses, but now they can snap that losing streak here with just 1 more point, as the Brooklyn College Bulldogs look to go to 6-9 on the season. Fans, a reminder, the Bulldogs will play this weekend at Immaculata University. They will take on Elizabethtown College in a tri-match. It'll be the first of a mini tournament to be held at Immaculata. Bulldogs will also play the host college after Elizabethtown. That will begin this Saturday on March 16th. And again, this is a non-conference game. Despite it being 2 CUNY teams, it's a non-conference game. The conference game between these 2 teams will be held March 26th at Lehman College. But in the meantime, back to the action. Piatek to serve, and it's for the match. Piatek serves it over. Eschenbach digs it out to Rodriguez. And the Bulldogs could not quite save it. 1 match point saved. Bulldogs still lead 24-16. Match point number 2 for Brooklyn, as it will be Bryant Mercedes to serve for the Lightning. Mercedes will serve it. Kept in by Brooklyn. Sets up to Zakaria. And the ball was blocked. A good play. And the Bulldogs now lead 24-17. So the Lightning, not going away quietly, have saved 2 match points. And once again, the Lightning will serve. Lobbed over. Kept alive. And that's the game. Brooklyn College takes it home. They sweep the Lightning 25-17 as the Brooklyn College men's Bulldogs go to 6-9 on the year. An impressive win for Brooklyn College, as they were pretty much in dominant control from the get-go, as they knock off the Lehman Lightning 25-17 in the third set. And the Bulldogs, well, you have to wonder if this will be the start of the Bulldogs really kind of getting back on track here for the 2018-2019 season. We'll hope to maybe get a word in with a couple of Bulldogs if we get a chance. But the Brooklyn College Bulldogs with a dominant performance here over the Lehman Lightning as they sweep them 3-0. And we'll see if Brooklyn can really, again, just continue the stretch. As looks like we'll try to get 1 or 2 of the Bulldog players down here. And right now, Brooklyn College, you really have to like the way they came out. Pretty much a dominant performance. The second set, the Bulldogs got off to a little bit of a slow start, but the Bulldogs were able to find their momentum. And really from that point forward, the Bulldogs just did not look back. And the Bulldogs, in the end, take it over the Lightning. They sweep them 3-0, and now await to play Elizabethtown at Immaculata this weekend. And we'll see how the Brooklyn Bulldogs will go here. This is going to be a very interesting stretch. The Bulldogs will see Lehman again next week. Oh, not next week. March 26th at Lehman College. And we will see if the Bulldogs can keep this run going. We'll see if we can get a couple. If not, The Bulldogs have very much a lot to be proud of today, a very good performance. We'll see if we can get maybe one or two Bulldogs up here. We'll see if we can get one or two of them up here if we can. We'll see if we can get maybe a couple of them up here, and I think we're going to get two right here. One at a time, yeah. We'll get one of you guys each at a time. So I have with me Sayuj Zakaria, and Sayuj, a very impressive performance. Guys really were in firm control from the beginning of the game. What adjustments did you guys make coming off that rough 3-game losing streak here against Lehman?
So first off, Coach told us to start off with some high energy, and we didn't. We gave up a lot of easy points, missed a lot of serves on the first 2 sets. We picked it up at the end of the end of the second set, and we were able to maintain that energy throughout the third set to get the W.
It really seemed like that second set is really kind of where you guys really started to click and really get going. Started off a little slowly, but then you guys got on a little rally, and then you were able to just basically finish off that second set dominantly.
Yeah. So we got some good passes. Snegdo Alibero, he helped me out with a lot of good passes. We were able to run the middle. We were able to run Gabe Omar in the middle, and they took care of business.
Your next game will be this weekend at Immaculata University. You'll take on Elizabethtown to start things off. Talk to me about your preparation for that upcoming game.
We got 2 solid days of practice. We got probably a day of rest, and we got an early road trip. I think we're leaving in the morning to Pennsylvania. We just got to stay locked in for the road trip. Just stay focused, stay game ready, and I'm confident we'll be able to get things done there.
Sayuj, best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Tremendous game today. We'll see if we can get our next Bulldog in here. It looks like it's going to be Michael Valentine. All right, we'll get him in. All right, I'm here with Michael Valentine. Mike, very impressive game. Really just a dominant performance of this Lehman team. They had not played in over a week. Talking about how important it was to kind of get back on track here following the rough 3 games to John Jay and to Hunter.
Well, you know, we had as you said, we had a couple of rough games, but we have to bounce back. We went into practice last night and a couple nights before, and we just got back to it, did what we had to do, and back to take this win.
You guys really started to take control of the game in the second set. What did Coach Dan tell you guys setting up kind of before you ripped off that rally to close off the second set and then just take control in the third?
Right. We had to. He said we have to play more dominantly. We have to play like we want to be on this court. We got to play where they want to be there. And we showed up and we played to our best of our abilities and we closed it out.
Your next game will be later this weekend. You take on Elizabethtown College at Immaculata University. You will play Immaculata as well in the tri-match tournament. Talk to me about how important a matchup this is going to be facing a team like Immaculata and
right.
teams like Elizabethtown.
Right. I mean, anytime we go away, anytime we go to an away game, we need to show our best. We have to show how dominant we can be. Make people see how we're playing. Give them a treat. So we have to go out there and take the win.
And last point, your whole team has really had a great run. Omar Razika, Gabriel Piatek, just have some great all-around good ball handlers and just good finishers on this club to really put down those kills and the spikes. Talking about what each of them bring to this team and how important it is and how great it is to be playing alongside of them.
Of course, yeah. I mean, they're integral to this team. We need them just as we need any other person on this team. But they bring some dominant play and they put some balls away that we need them to put away, and they have some serve power. Everyone comes together. We get this win.
All right, Mike. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
All right. Once again, the Brooklyn College men's Bulldogs sweep the Lehman Lightning here in action for volleyball. They win 3-0. The men's next game will be this weekend at Immaculata University, and we hope the Bulldogs will continue this run. They go to 6-9 on the season, and we'll see the Bulldogs back here at the Quad next week. Hopefully we'll have another game live on YouTube.com for that broadcast. But right now, I'm Jonathan Perriente saying so long from the West Quad Gymnasium at Brooklyn College. Have a good night, everybody.